The Dow booked its fourth gain in a row on Monday, but the broader market notched slight losses as investors looked ahead to European Central Bank and the Federal Reserve monetary policy moves, with both central banks expected to reveal easier money initiatives in coming days amid mixed global economic data and an uncertain future for U.S.-China trade relations. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 38.05 points or 0.1% to 26,835.51, recording its fourth straight gain, matching a similar win streak ending on July 15th. Meanwhile, the S&P 500 index lost less than a point, or 0.01%, to 2,978.43, and the Nasdaq Composite shed 15.64 points, or 0.2%, to 8,087.44. Investors weighed Beijing and Washington's plan to renew talks next month, and as investors anticipated stimulus from global central banks. Asian markets were mixed in early trading Tuesday following a lackluster session on Wall Street. Japan's Nikkei rose 0.2%, while Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index was about flat. The Shanghai Composite retreated 0.4%, while the Shenzhen Composite slipped 0.5%. Australia's X also fell 0.5%. On Tuesday, data from China showed that consumer inflation rose more than expected in August, although the Consumer Price Index unexpectedly fell 0.8% in August from a year ago. The Consumer Price Index, also known as CPI, rose 2.8% in August, unchanged from the previous month's rate, as a 23.1% rise in pork prices from July continued to fuel inflation, according to the National Bureau of Statistics, also known as the NBS. This was slightly higher than the 2.7% analyst forecast in a Bloomberg survey. The spread of African swine fever has led rising pork prices and over 1 million pigs being culled since June. The NBS said pork prices rose 46.7% compared to a year earlier, while overall food prices rose 10%. The NBS said that the CPI was basically stable as non-food prices rose by only 1.1%. Clothing prices rose 1.6% in August, while housing inflation edged up 1.0%, although the cost of transportation and communication fell 2.3% last month. Oil futures hit a 6-week high Tuesday, rising for a fifth day on optimism that OPEC and other countries may agree to extend production cuts in a bid to support prices. Brent was up 26 cents, or 0.4%, at $62.85 a barrel, while U.S. crude was at 27 cents, or 0.5% higher, at $58.12 a barrel. Brent touched its highest since August 1st, while U.S. crude rose to the highest since July 31st. The market reacted to the appointment by Saudi Arabia's King of Hassan, Prince Abdulaziz bin Salman, as energy minister on Sunday. Prince Abdulaziz, a longtime member of the Saudi delegation to the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, also known as OPEC, said the pillars of Saudi Arabia's policy would not change, and a global deal to cut oil production by 1.2 million barrels per day would be maintained. He added that the so-called OPEC Plus alliance, made up of OPEC and non-OPEC countries, including Russia, would be placed for the long term. Gold fell to an over 2-week low on Monday, briefly breaking below the key $1,500 support as renewed risk appetite in gaining U.S. yields outweighed support for bullion from expectations for interest rate reductions by top central banks. Higher U.S. Treasury yields and a bit of renewed risk appetite are weighing on gold prices. And that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please click subscribe to always be in touch with the latest market news.